Overnight, the Biden administration announced it will waive 26 federal laws in South Texas to make way for the border wall construction there. The move marks a significant policy reversal for the White House, which has called the border wall, quote, not a serious solution. Here's what then candidate Biden said about the wall in 2020.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration.
Joining us now, NBC News senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez and NBC's Guad Venegas. So, Gabe, what happened at the White House overnight? Why is this happening now?
Hi there, Jose. Good morning. Well, several things. I just spoke with a White House official that's putting back on the characterization that this is a direct result to the migrant influx that we've been seeing over the last several months.
It is amazing to sit back and watch the kind of 180 turn a politician will make when it's election season and their campaign and approval rating is in the toilet. That's what we're seeing right now from Joe Biden, as he is now admitting that Trump was right and that we need to build that wall. The article that I'll be reading from today is from a political.com article titled Biden administration waives 26 federal laws to allow border wall construction in South Texas. The Biden administration announced on Wednesday that it had waived 26 laws in South Texas to allow border wall construction, marking the administration's first use of sweeping executive power employed often during the Trump presidency. The Department of Homeland Security posted the announcement on the U.S. Federal Register with few details outlining the construction in Starr County, Texas, which is part of a busy Border Patrol sector seeing high illegal entry, according to government data. About 245,000 illegal entries have been recorded in this region during the current fiscal year. This is presently an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers and roads in the vicinity of the border of the United States in order to prevent unlawful entries into the United States in the project areas, Alejandro Mayorkas, the DHS secretary, stated in the notice. Now, hold on, wait a minute, let's just take a quick timeout. Are the people coming across the border illegal immigrants or aren't they? Because whenever you speak to Democrats about the huge influx of immigrants crossing the border illegally and then being bused to areas like Chicago and New York, the governors and mayors of said cities will turn around and tell you that they are not illegal.
We have to have better coordination with every single level of government, and that includes the state of Texas. These are asylum seekers. These are not illegal people.
As a matter of fact, most Democratic Party politicians will tell you they're not illegal. They are asylum seekers. And this is one of the reasons why I always say so-called asylum seekers, for those of you who are wondering, because in reality, they're actually illegal immigrants, not asylum seekers. But as you can see here, the Department of Homeland Security is openly acknowledging that many of those crossing the border are coming through illegally, as it states here in quotes, high illegal entry.
Gabe, I'm just reading the actual Department of Homeland Security document that was released overnight. And in Section 1, it says, the United States Border Patrol's Rio Grande Valley sector is an area of high illegal entry. As of August 2023, Border Patrol has encountered over 245,000 such entrants attempting to enter the United States in the Rio Grande Valley. Therefore, I must use my authority to install additional physical barriers. It sounds to me, and I'm just reading what it says, that there's a direct correlation between 245,000 entrants at the Rio Grande Valley and the announcement of a wall.
The question now stands, are they illegal or aren't they? Are they only illegal now that Biden's approval rating is in the dumpster? Because if you ask me, I strongly believe this is the only reason why we see this type of language change as well as administration change as it pertains to building a wall with Joe Biden. And what that tells me is that the Democrats, as well as the Biden administration in particular, cannot be trusted, Because just as quickly as they have flip-flopped on this issue concerning building the wall, they will flip-flop right back over to their original position if they get back in office and win the next election. Mark my words, if Biden gets back into office, all of a sudden, the building of the wall will be called off. And these so-called migrants will go back to being asylum seekers again and not illegal immigrants. But let's carry on with the article. During the Trump administration, about 450 miles of barrier were built along the southwest border between 2017 and January 2021. Texas Governor Greg Abbott renewed those efforts after the Biden administration halted them at the start of his presidency. The DHS decision on Wednesday contrasts with a January 20th, 2021 Biden administration proclamation to end the construction that stated building a massive wall that spans the entire southern border is not a serious policy solution. But when you're running for re-election and all the polls show that you're going to lose, now all of a sudden building a wall makes a lot of sense now, doesn't it? After years of denying that a border wall and other physical barriers are effective, the DHS's announcement represents a sea change in the administration's thinking. A secure wall is an effective tool for maintaining control of our borders, Dan Stein, president of the Federation for American Immigration Reform, said in a statement. Having made that concession, the administration needs to immediately begin construction of the wall across the border to prevent the illegal traffic from simply moving to other areas of the border. And I 100% agree with Dan Stein. Now, I am very curious to see how serious the Biden administration is about building this wall and how fast they will act on it. Is this just simply political posturing in which they will drag their feet when it comes to building the wall, but at least they'll be able to say, hey, we're building that wall in order to get the votes they would have lost because of so many Americans being frustrated with this Biden crisis? Because it's very well possible that that may be the case. And once again, as I stated earlier, if Biden is to be reelected, I would not be surprised one bit if all of a sudden the construction of the border wall comes to an abrupt end. But then again, that's if they even genuinely get started to begin with. So we'll have to wait and see. And with all that being said, that does it for today's video. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. All social media links will be pinned in the comment section below. I also have a Telegram group now, so if you have Telegram, make sure to hit the link in the description box below as well as pinned in the comment section to join my Telegram group. And also, please make sure you text tdhiphop to number 33222. That's tdhiphop to number 33222. That way you'll get a text notification whenever I release a new video, but it also serves as an insurance plan for myself, so in case YouTube ever gives me the axe, I'll be able to send you a direct link to where you can find me next. And last but certainly not least, for those of you who have a love and appreciation for the work that I put in on this channel, the number one way you can show your support is through Patreon. For only $3 a month, that will help put me in position to take TD Hip Hop Media off of YouTube. Remember, the goal is not to grow big on YouTube, but to grow independent of YouTube. And for those of you who have issues with joining Patreon, you can also hit the join button that's next to the subscribe button, and that way you can become an official channel member for as little as $3 a month as well. And lastly, if you haven't already, please make sure you join the emailing list. There is no way that I can go independent of YouTube if I cannot take the audience with me. And the link to that will be pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you for your time, and until the next video, peace.